Hello, hello. Welcome in. Come on in. Hello, I'm so glad you came. Welcome if you're returning. Welcome back, if you're returning. Welcome if you're coming here for the first time. My name's the Spiritual Genie. Hi, I'm the Spiritual Genie. Sorry, I'm coming in with some passion tonight. Covering the Maui fires. Maui, more and more that we're learning about this, it's looking like I want to be calling it the Maui attack, right? So, hey everyone, welcome. We are going to be getting into it tonight, okay? I definitely have some interesting content prepared for you guys. I've been putting together an interesting presentation for tonight, and we're going to dive. And I actually really would love to have a live panel tonight. I don't know if y'all can click on this link in the chat to get in the panel or not. If not, I might have to figure out a way. Maybe I can what if I star it? Okay, maybe that pins it to the top. Hello. Well, look at that, because I was totally energetically calling in my tribe. Welcome, you guys. I'm the Spiritual Genie. I am a psychic medium and an investigative reporter, and I am covering the Maui fires, okay? The Maui Inferno devastation. And I've been doing a lot of research since all of this, and I've also been getting a lot of psychic downloads about the crazy energies all involved in this. So let's see. This is definitely, this is a fact-driven channel. I don't just speak out of my rear end over here. I definitely do my research before I just come on here and start spouting stuff off, right? I take a lot of time to put together notes, to really look into all the avenues. I spend hours and hours and hours of research, okay? And there's some really poignant questions that come to mind when it comes to this whole befuddled situation in Maui. There's so many things wrong with this situation that I've been pointing out since the beginning that, not a lot of people are covering this. The media is definitely not covering this situation honestly. They still, the officials still won't answer where the children are, which really just leaves the mind to wander. Because if they're dead, tell us, please. If they're not, what does that mean? Is it possible that maybe they're not? These are just questions that people have been posing lately. These are questions that normal, everyday people out there on the internet are asking, right? What happened to the kids? Why? Why was FEMA having a disaster preparedness seminar during this disaster that they just so happened to not let any alarms go off to warn anyone for, right? There's so many strange factors here. Why is it that things that were this specific shade of blue happen to not burn? And why is it that they're so wholeheartedly calling free thinkers conspiracy theorists for acknowledging the possibilities here, right? The possibilities about directed energy weapons. This is not conspiracy theory, y'all. This is conspiracy proof. So I'm going to take you down the rabbit hole with me, and I'd love to have a live panel. And if anyone would like to get on here and to contribute, I will give you the green light when the time is right. And I don't know if you can click that link or not. If you can just copy that link or whatever and go to that link, then you can come on here as a guest, and I will put you on. Just be mindful, right? Be respectful. If anyone that is local comes across this live and wants to get on here, if anybody wants to get on here and talk about at least even your perspectives, what you've seen or heard, because we're not getting the full story from the media. At this point, it's really up to all of us to stick together. And the people of Maui, how they're sticking together right now. Let's just say a little prayer really quick for Maui. Holy Spirit, please be with us all at this grave time in history. Help us uncover the truth. Please give the people of Maui strength to carry on. Give them the fortification that they need to stand strong in the face of adversity, Lord. We do ask that you please protect us all and please let the truth come to light. Let us always be guided to your sacred knowledge of understanding and of truth, and let truth penetrate through the muck and the mire and the murkiness of deception that is upon us. We ask that you please allow us to see the plans of our enemy, Lord, and how he may work and how he may move. We ask that you imbibe us with your divine energy of protection at this time, and for now and for always. Amen. So, yeah, going to do a live panel tonight. We're going to get into it. We're going to look at the directed energy weapons technology that does exist. This is not a conspiracy. This is not science fiction. I want to assure you, this is very real, and it's very much the future of weaponry in our militaries around the world. It's a competitive market. It's a competitive world, right? As far as weapons and war is concerned. I mean, it's plain to see because Joe Biden is over here sending what? Billions of dollars to Ukraine, while each household, not even each person in Maui is getting $700. I'm pretty sure it's per household. Oh, they have more than one, and we're going to learn all about it tonight. I'm going to read to you guys. We're going to show you the government websites. There's several, talk all about DO. There's been video, it's been around. They've been spending $1 billion a year for the past 3 years. Let me not just keep leaning over to my microphone. They've been spending $1 billion a year for the last 3 years furthering this technology. Directed energy weapons, microwave weapons, and high frequency weapons, okay? There's a reason why the asphalt didn't melt in Lahaina, where aluminum hubcaps and steel engine blocks melted. And guess what it says on these government websites about the DO technology? Okay. They can ramp it up. They can use it lightly to disperse crowds. It can penetrate into a human being, causing us to basically heat up, microwaving us from the inside. You can pinpoint the laser. You can make the laser very broad to encompass multiple targets. So anyway, we'll get into all of it. But I've been following the money as well, and I've been finding some interesting things. And I think we all want to know, where are the children? Why did you put that one man in a headlock, mayor of Maui? Why did he didn't put him in a headlock, but you know what I'm saying? Why did your goon squad do that? Why don't you just answer the question? Where are they? Are they ashes? Are they in the morgue? Where are the kids? We want to know. Did they create a smoke screen possibly? Maybe we should check underneath some of the billionaires' houses. All right. Well, anyway, I'm getting out of myself. I know I'm saying the things that everyone's thinking. Please share this video. Please get this out there. Like, you know, even if it's whatever, even if it's just us in our little community, I'm happy to be sharing truth with you guys. But please share this message. LahainaFireFund.com, I believe, is a decent place to allocate your donations. I'm going to put that in the comments right here. If anyone wants to donate at any point in time to the victims of the devastating fires that happened in Lahaina and Kula, then please visit LahainaFireFund.com and do not donate to the Red Cross or FEMA. Do not. What do they need your donations? FEMA's over here staying in $4,000 from $1,200 to $4,000 a night rooms at 5-star luxury hotels. I wish I was there right now and I had a megaphone and I would stand in front of those hotels and I would just scream at the top of my lungs. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing for the people of Maui other than sitting on your bums in a 5-star resort having a Hawaiian vacation while people are out here suffering? Lost their homes, their family members, burned to ashes. everything that these people have ever, like, and everything these people have known, some of them for their whole lives, some of these elders have never even left the islands. Gone. All the relics, all the pictures, all the everything just destroyed in the blink of an eye. And I know everybody smells some fishy about these fires. But I also watched an interesting video that maybe we can look at. I don't know if I would get, I think I would get copyrighted. I don't, unless I downloaded it. I just wanted to get on here because I thought it was important. We need to do this right now. You know? Yeah, and they just spend money on war. War is where the money goes. It's going, why? Billions of dollars are going to Ukraine, and these guys are over here having, these FEMA officials are having a 5-star luxury Hawaiian vacation, while the families are struggling, jumping through hoops, mind you. It's not easy to get that little scrimping money that they're given. It's not easy to get it. You got to jump through all these hoops. Thank God for the channel Hawaii Real Estate. Please go and follow his channel. Please go, and I forgot the guy's name right now off the top of my head, but he's wonderful. What a saint. He's the only one that's really, truly covering, you know, boots on the ground, and like, well, maybe not the only one, but one of the only. And he's giving a voice to the victims, and they're doing interviews. He's doing interviews with people who have lost everything. And only because of him, he's posting their Venmo and their, you know, their GoFundMe information and helping them raise money. One woman was a single mother. Maybe you've seen her story, of 3 with a baby on the way, lost everything, and her apartment burned down. And this guy from Hawaii Real Estate, you know, does an interview with her, posts her Venmo or her GoFundMe, and helps her raise, you know, the good people of the world come in together, pitch in, and help her raise like $24,000 in less than 24 hours, I believe, or around that amount of time. So yes, Hustle Bitch. Hustle Bitch is a dope channel, and I've been watching every single one of his videos. Okay. He is like, he's definitely where some of my inspiration is coming from right now. There are few out there telling the truth and speaking about it. And you know what? I'm not going to let this one go. This is an attack on humanity, you guys. This is, they're moving quickly. And if we don't pay attention right now, and if we don't do something right now, and if we don't stand up for our rights right now at this point in history, they've got us by the you-know-whats, and we're done. We're done with. We're going to be at their mercy, or their lack thereof, because they're psychopathic. So go follow Hawaii Real Estate, just because he's really like giving a voice to all the locals, and he's telling their stories, and he's documenting all of their experiences, which is going to be really important for any litigation or any of the legal aspects around this later when it comes time for, you know, people to answer up. How are you going to call every single person a liar? So it's crazy. Let's just look at the fires for 1 second. I mean, I've never seen, I think, you know what, for me, just what stands out is like, it's a strange fire. Okay. The fire is weird in that it literally just like leveled the whole town. I mean, how often do you see like a wildfire that does it like that? And some people would say, I mean, don't come for me. I'm in the Pacific Northwest right now. Our whole area is completely on fire. You know, and I'm thinking there's just something not so wild about these wildfires. A man did an experiment because he said he was from Paradise, I think, or he said there was people taking pictures of downed power poles in Paradise, the wooden kind, right? And he said that the poles were not burned, even though the fire was like so devastating. It did not burn these poles except for in the places where there was metal on the poles. So he did an experiment. And he took a piece of wood and he took a piece of metal and he wrapped it around the little piece of wood. And he said, all right, I'm going to show you how, like in Paradise, those wooden poles didn't burn, but the parts where there was metal on them did. I'm going to show you how that happens in the microwave. Puts it in the microwave, just like I've been saying. What happens when you microwave metal? Lightning happens, right? Fire, baby. So he does it. And guess what? What happens? You know, the microwave starts going off. lightning in the microwave and it starts like lighting on fire. So he stops it and he opens it. Guess what? On the little piece of wood, the only place that's burned is where the metal exists. That's science experiment 101 right there, baby. Maybe done in your home, but it's a small example of a larger example. It's a microcosm in the macrocosm, right? And yeah, exactly how your microwave works, if you have one, if you utilize microwave technology, is how this stuff works. So let's take a look here at this government website. GAO, G-A-O. U.S. Government Accountability Office. Now, I've heard, I don't know, some media channels already trying to like debunk this article or something. No, this is a government article. It's funny how easy it is for them to gaslight the public. Like, they barely have to even try. It's ridiculous. Like, they can pretty much say anything and people will listen. Like, they can just call people conspiracy theorists, and then it's sad that there's other people out there that will people police, and they'll like just turn around and be like, you're a conspiracy theorist. There's no way this could have been a space laser. No, it wasn't a space laser. You freaking it wasn't a dang space laser. It's microwave laser technology. Hello. It's real. Like, let's read about it. I have so much info. I have so much stuff that I wrote down. All these websites I want to take you to, and I want to show you. I'm going to show you, and we're going to get to the roots of this all. Okay. So, Science and Tech Spotlight, Directed Energy Weapons. This is U.S. Government Accountability Office.gov. Okay. GAO.gov. Go look it up for yourself if you'd like. Published May 25th, 2023. Interesting. Fast facts. Directed energy weapons, such as lasers, use energy fired at the speed of light. These weapons can produce force that ranges from deterrent to damaging to destructive. Many countries, including the US, are researching their use. Because they use energy instead of bullets or missiles, directed energy weapons could be less expensive per shot and have virtually unlimited firing power. However, the long-term health effects of these weapons are unclear. They also generally have a shorter range than conventional weapons, and weather conditions such as fog and storms, can make certain directed energy weapons less effective. So you might know that and want to utilize it before a certain storm might happen. Just hypothetically, right? Are you following? Stay with me now, okay? So here's demonstrator laser weapon system at the White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico. There's one right there. Boom. Source, Department of Defense, Air Force Research Laboratory, Keith Lewis. Okay. That picture is sourced from the Department of Defense, the Air Force Research Laboratory. There you have it, folks. There's no conspiracy here. It's not a conspiracy in sight. If you find one, let me know, because this is all truth. Why this matters. There is a surge in interest in directed energy weapons from several nations, including the US, primarily for counter-drone missions. These weapons use electromagnetic energy to cause effects ranging from deterrence to destruction. They offer capabilities that conventional weapons may not, but challenges have so far prevented widespread operational use. The technology, what is it? Here we go. What is it? Directed energy weapons do, like Mountain Dew, like Maui Burst, like everything is symbolism. And if you don't pay attention, you literally just get hypnotized by the spell, y'all. That's how it works. That's how black magic is done on you. They do this, and let me assure you that all the leaders of your world are occultists. And if you don't believe me, go do some research, because they are. Okay? The leaders of your world are occultists, and they're doing black magic on you daily, and they package it in a way that makes it easy for you to go ahead and accept and agree to it without even knowing. So become aware of the spell that's being done to you so that you won't be subjected to it anymore, because the people running your world are black magicians. I'm sorry to say. Plain and simple. Okay, listen to this. Directed energy weapons they use this electromagnetic energy, right, to combat, enemy forces and assets. These weapons include high energy lasers and other high power electromagnetics, such as millimeter wave and high power microwave weapons. Unlike weapons that fire bullets or missiles, DEWs can respond to a threat in different ways. For example, They can temporarily degrade electronics. Didn't a lot of people say that their phones weren't working? Maybe they attributed it to the storm, but a lot of people had said that their phones weren't working for some reason or like suddenly died when all of this happened. They're like, oh, maybe it's because like all the power lines went down and everything like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because they fired a massive, well, maybe they fired a little microwave at you first, blew your phones out, and then ramped it up until, you know, engine blocks were melting. And it's going to talk about that right here in this article, how it's possible. But if you don't believe me after this, we'll go look at some more stuff too. Okay. Because I spend a lot of my free time doing a lot of research so that way I can condense this information and bring it to you guys in a way that's like digestible. And so that you can actually see firsthand, like through my investigating, the evidence that I find. Because like I said, I don't just talk out of my butt. I mean, I intuitively already pick up on these things because I am psychic. And so I already kind of know. And then it leads me, my guides lead me down these rabbit holes. And the proof is right there. Okay. It's hidden in plain sight. That's another way that these black magicians love to do it to you. Okay. Hide it right in plain sight because that's the best way to hide something. And we all like, if you don't know that, I mean, heard that, I'm sure. Oh God, high energy lasers, millimeter wave and high power microwave weapons. Okay. So it says that they can, each type of dew uses a different region of the electromagnetic spectrum. This spectrum describes all kinds of light, including those the human eye cannot see, and classifies them according to wavelength. Different types of electromagnetic energy have different properties. For example, the wavelength affects what the directed energy can penetrate, such as metal or human skin. Did you hear that? The frequency determines what the laser can penetrate. Well, actually, aluminum melts at around 1200 degrees, but still, the asphalt should have melted with the aluminum, because I think if asphalt melts at a lower temperature than aluminum does, even if, you know, that fire could have easily been 1200 degrees, but like, why didn't it melt the asphalt, like you said? And I agree with this because this is what I thought. Yeah, exactly. Cell towers. So if power lines went down, it wouldn't have affected the cell service. So why were people's phones unusable? Why I 100% would like bet money on the fact that they first sent lower power frequency waves to disable the phones. Pretty sinister. This is a genocide. And I'm telling you, it happened in Paradise. They did it in East Palestine, Ohio, by crashing a train into the town of 1 million gallons of polymer chemicals that will not leave the earth for many years, and then proceeded to blow it up, creating a mushroom cloud of destruction above the earth that was visible from space. But y'all don't hear me now. This is a systematic takeover, okay? And they're moving along pretty quickly. I'm actually quite worried that if we don't stand up now, that it's going to be a total takeover. Oh, okay, so let's keep going. Thank you. I love you guys. Whatever. I don't need to rush. Like we're doing this, but we're going. This is really, and it gets freakier. The whole thing, it's just freaky. Like it's so right there, the truth, that I can't even believe it. All dews emit energy at the speed of light and are often discussed in terms of their power output, the amount of electromagnetic energy transferred over time. While dews use electromagnetic energy similar to everyday items such as household microwaves, their power output is vastly higher as described below. High energy lasers produce a very narrow beam of light, usually in the infrared to visible region, and are typically used on one target at a time. The beam can be pulsed or continuous, generating a power output of at least 1 kilowatt. This output is 200,000 times greater than a typical laser pointer and is capable of melting steel. Now, there you have it. High energy lasers are very capable of melting steel here, right? They're supposed to be able to take out your enemies, their engine or their batteries or like whatever. So, Boom, right there, you have it. There is technology out there, y'all, right there, that can 100% it can melt steel. The way that those engines almost appeared to be melted on Front Street of Lahaina. Millimeter wave weapons have wavelengths between 1 and 10 millimeters and generate more than 1 kilowatt of power. Millimeter wave weapons have a larger beam size and high energy lasers and therefore can affect multiple targets at once. I'm going to say it again. It was weird how the fire burned. I mean, even the boats in the harbor, people are like, oh yeah, well, you know, the embers could have flown over there. And yeah, that's possible. But like, why is it that only one blue boat only survived when all the other ones looked like burned to crisp? But the one blue one of that same color that I was talking about, the color of the laser, actually survived. So it just, they're saying that these millimeter, no, what is it? Millimeter wave weapons can actually beam a larger beam, so you could encompass a lot more. How would the boats all burn? Like all of them? I don't know. It's just everything. It's just weird, you know, and they will blame it on climate change. Although the dude who actually started the Weather Channel, is like the weather genius, apparently, the weather guy of weather guys who started the Weather Channel, came out on CNN and literally said that global warming is fake news. He said global warming is fake. And they tried interrupting him and they tried joking and gaslighting. And he was like, please don't interrupt me. And he was like, global warming's fake. And he was like dead serious. So they're taking you for a ride. And it's easy, you guys. Like people's minds are so pliable and moldable and so, yeah, malleable. High-power microwave weapons produce microwaves which have longer wavelengths than high-energy lasers and millimeter wave weapons. These weapons can produce more than 100 megawatts of power, which is nearly 150,000 times more powerful than the average household microwave. So imagine how hot your household microwave can make something. Now imagine a microwave weapon, which can also affect multiple targets, apparently. Imagine you could just send one of these microwave beams down on top of the whole town. You would just literally cook everything that was metal. You would just cook it. And that might be why things were just boom, 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 blowing up all at the same time all over the place. So many reports from locals of things just blowing up, blowing up, blowing up everywhere. You're like, yeah, there's a fire, Jeannie. Of course, things are going to blow up. Even if you started this fire with gasoline, and even if it was a power line that went down, they would have been able to contain the fire to some degree. But if you were sending a microwave wave down across the whole entire town, hello. Ain't nothing getting out of that. Imagine how hot that is what I was saying. That's insanely hot. Like, I can't. This is real. Each dew can produce a range of effects from non-lethal to lethal. This is creepy. Depending on factors such as the time on target, the distance to the target, and even the part of the target on which the dew is focused. Dews can use this range of effects to graduate responses to a threat. A graduated response could start with temporarily preventing use of an asset or its access to an area and increase to destruction of the asset if necessary. So look at the first picture. It says deny. They're talking about using it in crowd control right there. And notice that the dew is coming off of a vehicle. It's going to say in this article in a little bit that like there's a smaller portable dews that can actually be, there's smaller, more portable dews that can actually be placed on top of vehicles like that. Or maybe even they could be concealed in such a way. So that's kind of crazy. And the next stage, it says, is degrade and damage, right? Drone is safe from damage, but degraded. And then when you pump it up a little more, you start getting into the risk of damage zone. And then you have the destroy mode, which can right there, boom, just obliterate. Escalation of force. It's kind of eerie, huh? Y'all out there? Everything going okay? I can't really I can't see how many people are in here right now. But anyway, that's some crazy stuff right here that we're reading from this actual government website. Imagine that. Dues can deny entrance to an area or prevent enemy forces or assets from functioning within an area. Dues used for denial do not cause long-term damage to targets. And when enemy forces or assets leave the area, they typically regain function or the effect is mitigated. For example, the Department of Defense's DoD active denial system uses, so here's a system that is actively being used, that is used now by the Department of Defense. Okay, the active denial system uses millimeter waves that interact with the water and fat molecules in a person's skin to create a heating sensation. During testing, the discomfort persuaded individuals to move away from the area. Wow, persuaded them to move away from the area. So they're saying the Department of Defense literally has and uses this active denial system, which is millimeter waves, for crowd deterrence, is what that's saying. Dues can also degrade the efficacy of an enemy's assets. For example, high energy lasers can temporarily overwhelm a person or a sensor's ability to see or sense by emitting a glare called dazzling. Dazzling can act as a nonverbal warning before resorting to increased force. Wow. If a greater amount of force is required, dues can also damage or destroy enemy assets. To do this, a high energy laser can emit electromagnetic energy with a wavelength the target material absorbs most effectively, melting the material. The laser could focus on a sensor and damage a drone, or focus on a fuel tank or battery and destroy it. Interesting. Let's read that again now. For those of you that want to call me a conspiracy theorist, or anyone else out there that's just a free thinker exploring the possibilities. The laser could focus on a sensor and damage a drone, or focus on a fuel tank or a battery and destroy it. How long have they been using dues, right? How long? How mature is it? Dues range in maturity from research projects to prototypes tested in the field. DoD named dues as a technology critical to enabling the 2018 National Defense Strategy and reported spending about $1 billion annually for the last 3 years on research and development. The U.S. military has tested a variety of DoD prototypes since 2014, primarily for counter-drone missions. For example, the Air Force's prototype Tactical High-Power Microwave Operational Responder, THOR, so I searched that, and we'll do that in a minute, recently completed 2 years of testing. DoD is researching ways to increase the power output of dues to engage more powerful targets like missiles and cities. However, as GAO recently reported, the U.S. military faces challenges bridging the gap between DoD development and acquisition, potentially limiting widespread operational use. No, they've got this technology. No, they're not really telling us like the full story right there. They're not telling us the full story. They've had the technology now for a little bit, and they've been using it, and they got it. Okay. Says do research and development. Damn, I totally started right there. Has been ongoing for decades in many countries, including the US, and is currently experiencing a surge worldwide. This surge stems in part from advances in technology and a desire to maintain competitiveness on the battlefield. Technological innovations, such as the development of smaller lasers that are safer to operate, enable modern dues to be much more portable and practical. For example, see, a four-wheel all-terrain vehicle can now hold a high-energy laser powerful enough to damage drones. The U.S. and 30 other nations are developing dues, most for counter-drone missions, according to a 2021 Air Force report. Yeah, I love when people are like, well, the report said so, so we obviously believe it. Yeah, well, they can say whatever they want, so believe that. Holy crap. Complement to conventional weapons, dues use energy fired at the speed of light, making them faster and potentially less costly per shot than missiles. This is scary. This, like I said, is the future of our weaponry in the military. It's really scary. They're talking about some serious crowd control situation here. Exactly. Who do you think they're going to be using this stuff on? This is leading us into martial law. We're right on the brink of martial law, and they're going to have no problem subduing us. They're just going to use this do technology. Damned if you do. Damned if you don't. Fired at the speed of light. Dudes have virtually unlimited ammunition as long as they have power. Yeah, we're talking fucking what were we called when we were kids? We would always talk about like laser guns and what was I just thinking? I don't know. I've been working all day and I really did just like want to get on here and do this live. I thought now's the time. Wow. It's just so scary how it's saying like non-lethal to lethal, how it can melt steel, and people really can't fathom that this is real, huh? They just haven't watched the Jetsons, apparently. Research and development produced could also benefit civilian uses. For example, the development of higher energy lasers could help projects that could use directed energy to transport or beam power to remote and disadvantaged places or locations. Wow, so you can give it and take it away. They're saying like long-term effects are not really known. There could be like obviously some ethical implications when using this kind of technology. Imagine that. Okay, so that's it for this one. And I really did have to read that to you. Let's share this one instead. And maybe I don't think there's actually a whole lot on this one, but this is the Australian government Department of Defense website. And here's this article that says high power radio frequency directed energy weapons. So they've got stuff over here on their situation about it. Actually, let's click on it. So theirs is just pretty short and sweet here. Fact sheet. There was a picture. Where'd it go? I think that was the other one. Anyway, high power radio frequency HPRF directed energy weapons there it is again, intentionally aims to couple electromagnetic energy into the circuitry of targeted electronic hardware at sufficient levels to cause operational disruption or damage. Smart weapons. Ooh, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about, wow, so not only but now let's make it smart weapons do. AI do? That's scary, bro. Oh no, that's why they were saying there's like definitely ethical implications. I want to see that picture. So anyway, you get the idea. These are both government websites that I found this on. And I just wanted the non-believers to see that. Now, okay, let me just look at my notes really quick and let's move over here really quick because Lockheed Martin, as I'm doing my research, I notice keywords, right? And that's how I like go down my little rabbit holes. That's how I get where I'm going. And actually, I don't know. I heard like microwaves actually aren't that bad to heat things up with from one of the doctors that I actually work with. He said it just does heat things from like the inside out. Maybe it's not quite as great, but I don't really know. I mean, but it does have that ability to like superheat things very quickly from the inside out, right? And it's kind of crazy to think about that on a larger scale. So here's Lockheed Martin, right? This, let's see, this company that is like leading developers and creators of like fighter jets, this old fighter jet model. And they are actually on the leading edge of this laser technology, right? Lockheed Martin. And the more I kind of looked into Lockheed Martin, I started to like you know, just research it a little and think like, okay, well, like who are like the shareholders? And I think what I had ended up finding here was that the shareholders are like, you know, two of them are Vanguard and BlackRock, actually. And for some reason, on VanguardNGR.com, Vanguard News, then I found this. So I just thought this was kind of an interesting little connection. It says Forbes said Oprah Winfrey estimated net worth $2.5 billion is too poor. Kanye West, $2 billion doesn't have enough. Why Oprah Winfrey, Kanye West, and other whatever. I don't care about what that's not. We're not getting into anything like racially driven here right now, but I just kind of did think that was an interesting connection. Like Vanguard is writing about, you know, Oprah Winfrey, and there's all this controversial stuff being said about Oprah right now. And I almost just kind of wonder, like, I wonder like if she has shares in BlackRock or Vanguard, and they are major shareholders in Lockheed Martin. So you just follow the money. Like it's all in the money trail. All right, let me stop. I'm going to just stop sharing for a sec here. Thank you. Yes, I agree that live food is essential. I mean, I think cooking things like kills nutrients in food for the most part anyway, unless you don't cook it all the way. So we do need to just like eat more live food. Okay, you guys, I'm going to be looking at the notes for just a second because I need to search for the next point here. All right, we got all that. Okay. I had to close out all these tabs from what I was doing. So I end up with like 25 tabs open. Here we go. Pyrrhus Leonidas. Okay, are we sharing that? Oh, let's add it to the stream. Here we go. Boom. Okay. I just want it all. Give me it. Okay, so this is the Pyrrhus Leonidas high power microwave initiative system. The more I kept looking, I would get little names. They like name their stuff after like mythological. They always name their stuff after mythological things. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Like NASA does that. Like they always be doing that. So here we go. Pyrrhus. This is a company that creates counter electronics. So it's our Leonidas family of products utilizes solid state software defined high powered microwave technology to enable unmatched counter electronics effects for a range of use cases. Counter UAS will be the first mission application of our systems, but our technology is effective against a range of electronic threats beyond just drones. Oh, so it goes beyond drones, huh? Interesting. Different companies doing this. Leonidas, ground-based counter electronics system with unrivaled power and precision. It's a counter electronics system with the power and precision to neutralize a single system in tight, crowded spaces, or disable multiple threats across a wide area. A Pyrrhus revolutionary approach to directed energy allows for unmatched counter electronics effects, dramatically reduces the size and weight of the system, and enables greater operator control and safety. Mounted on a gimbal to increase maneuverability, the system can be deployed on a base or alongside a mobile unit, enabling a rapid response. The U.S. Army has awarded Pyrrhus a $66 million contract for Leonidas in support of the Indirect Fire Protection Capability High Power Microwave Program. Google search that. Write that down. Indirect Fire Protection Capability High Power Microwave Program. Read more about the contract here. Download data sheet. Oh, yeah, I downloaded a bunch of stuff too, but I think it was this that I downloaded. Smaller, smarter, and safer than anything on the market today. Some future stuff right here. Leonidas systems can work together to create a layered defense posture for directed energy with high-power microwave systems. Not only do both systems interoperate with each other, but they can also be integrated into a larger system of systems, including other forms of kinetic and non-kinetic air defense. I don't even know what they're talking about anymore. Like, you don't fool me, you stupid science bitches. I know science. Some. So, but seriously, like, come on, man. This is all real. This is all really, really real. And it didn't take me that much research to find all of this. This is some counter electronics technology the military is currently using right now. And they're definitely saying it has more than the ability to just shoot down a couple drones here and there, if you know what I mean. You know, and honestly, you guys, like, really, the thing of it is like I said, these guys are cultists, they're Kabbalists, they're black magicians, right? Oh, we can probably get to the moon. What do you mean? I'm sure some of the UFOs we see are probably our own government. Who knows? They're trying to learn how to travel. They're trying to time travel up in here. We don't know what type of technology they've got. We really don't. They're never going to tell us. They're going to keep effing around, pretending like they don't even know about UFOs. Like, you probably have one. Maybe. That they could. I mean, God, how evil. They probably did. If they saw one, they were probably like, all right, get it. It's our time. It's our chance. And you know that they say that technology is supposedly, every country that's using it is using it for its counterattack. It's for counter electronics, they even call it. So it's the new world is coming. And I really feel like there's a massive push from these ones to contain and maintain their control. So they're doing anything and everything possible, which really infuriates me because it means sacrificing the likes of anyone that might get in your way. And in their sick minds, because how sociopathic and psychopathic they are, it's all justified, right? Like, the ends justify the means to them. They don't see us as human beings who have our own lives and feelings and like hopes and dreams. No, we're just they see us as a part of them. Like, we're just expendable, like ants. We're their fuel source, their cattle, their food, essentially. So they can't have us waking up. They can't. But right now, we really need a push because you know what? The new earth is coming whether they like it or not. So we really need to remember to stay grounded in love, you guys. And don't let the fear overwhelm you. But it's okay to get some righteous anger, and it's okay to feel passionate as long as you direct that in a positive way. Like, even if it is just talking between us. That's how change can happen, okay? If you can spare anything, please donate to the victims of the fires, lahainafirefund.com. I will post more links for different places to donate directly to victims. Entire cities on the moon currently. I mean, yeah, send me anything and I will definitely check it out. I could probably believe that. I haven't researched into that as much. So we already covered the FEMA situation, the extremely high priced hotel rooms. Why aren't they staying in tents and helping these people out on the ground? Like, literally. Wow, this says, according to Google, since the war began, the Biden administration and the U.S. Congress have directed more than $75 billion in assistance to Ukraine, which includes humanitarian, financial, and military support. According to the Kiel Institute for the World Economy, a German research institute. According to that, wow, the Biden administration has sent more than $75 billion, but we can only give the people of Maui a very, very small, tiny little freaking sliver. I think it was Hustle Bitch channel that broke down the math and said, like, if with those numbers of that much money going to Ukraine, if you were to break that up and give equal amounts to all the victims of the Lahaina fires, like, they would all end up with $500,000. Every single person. Sorry, I'm just like reading my points, trying to be like, I already did independently go over most of these. You know, all the things that they've been saying as well. Did you guys know that the police chief, I'm sure you saw this and it's been getting spread a little bit more now. The police chief who was involved in the cover-ups with the Las Vegas shooting is also the coroner in Maui. That's not even legal according to Bill HB 869 that was passed recently. It actually violates that bill. You're not allowed to be a law enforcement official and also be the coroner because there's conflicting interest. So that's really bizarre. I hate the way he tries to talk about, like, it's our families, it's this. What were you guys doing with those kids whenever all the streets were blocked off, huh? Why don't we go check underneath the houses of the billionaires? Because I wonder what we might find. I love how Oprah says, oh, I'll help out after the fires. Once the smoke and the dust has settled, when we see about how we're going to rebuild. The political interest is sickening. Like, the money that these people have and throw around is it's unfathomable to those of us that are just little guys. Like, we can't even imagine how much money. So I don't even know if I would be able to find if Oprah or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos has like shares in Vanguard or BlackRock or any of these like crazy counter electronics companies or anything like that. Like, because they're probably operating underneath different business names as far as like where they're shareholding. I doubt it'd be like Oprah is the shareholder of, Vanguard, is a shareholder in Vanguard. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're a whole coroner, like a medical examiner, like, yeah, you have to like really pass a lot of tests. You have to be really well trained and pass a lot of testing. It's funny you said cut his finger, because if you go and Google search like the elites with the cuts on their fingers and like the terminology that the FBI has apparently come out and exposed around like all the, what's the PED, and then it's like, oh, at the end, oh my, PED, oh my. Yeah, the finger cutting had to do with like Marina Abramovich and like the spirit cooking and like the ritual stuff that, they said they were doing behind closed doors. Go look it up if you don't believe me. There were emails sent between the Clintons, Marina Abramovich, Bill Gates. She's like this weird, they say she's an artist. I can't think of right now the type of art that they say she does, but the art is weird and disturbing and featuring blood and, like fetuses and just stuff that's like, it's cringy, first of all, not the kind of art I want to be looking at. And secondly, oh yeah, Bill Gates and Melinda Gates did this whole thing with Marina Abramovich where they were like trying to preserve her as a hologram, basically. And everybody freaked out about it and started being like, like Pizzagate and all this stuff. So they like immediately took it down and were like, oh, never mind. But I remember that. So these guys are just richer than rich, and it's sick. Like, the fact that they're so greedy and they're so rich is like just disturbing. I mean, share some of your money, help the victims of the Lahaina fires, like, but you don't want to, because like my mom was saying, maybe there's some kind of push for creating like another type of, Epstein Island or something like that. We've got people saying that bodies are washing up on shores like of nearby islands. Something like one guy was saying around 180 bodies on like one of the nearby islands. I can't remember which one it was. Here's another weird one. They were really pushing. So with all the kids being missing, or whatever, unidentified, not missing. They say there's a difference between the missing and like the unidentified. Yeah, well, maybe they are missing, but they're really pushing for the parents to donate DNA, right? To donate their DNA or whatever for the watchers. I'm not watching that one. Should I be? It sounds good. And if you guys want, I'm going to open up the panel. If anybody wants to get up on here for a little bit and hang out and talk about some stuff. And if you want to give me anything that you want me to go look up really quick, we can go look it up and see what we can find. So I definitely had, it was also like, there's just so much symbolic stuff, right? Like, I want to acknowledge all of it. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, like, okay, so what I was just saying, they're like, it's like they're trying to harvest the DNA of the native Hawaiian people so that they can try to identify some of the remains, even though, yeah, like, you know, a lot of them are potentially just completely unidentifiable, incinerated, cremated, right? We might not even really find everyone that was burned, but maybe that was a smokescreen for where's the kids? Where are they really? But it's like they're trying to harvest DNA. For what reason? Has anybody seen that show? They clone Tyrone. They clone Tyrone on Netflix because I'm telling you, like, clone technology is that's definitely real too. And although we don't talk about it that much, and it's kind of considered a little bit of a fringe topic, now we're going to get into the fringe if we want. Whatever. We can talk about whatever we want over here. We can go a little fringy. But in Netflix, there was they cloned Tyrone, and it's like, what's the push for all the, like, you want all this DNA? What are you trying to do? Clone people? Makes me feel really uneasy. I've never felt good about giving my DNA to those companies and organizations that do all the genealogy testing, because honestly, it just makes me feel really uneasy. Like, why do you want to make a clone out of me? Well, who do you want to clone anyway? Sometimes I think POTUS. You could be a clone sometimes. Now you're like, hey, you forgot to program that one. It's bouncing around on stage. It's lost. This one's malfunctioning. Also, Hurricane Hillary. Interesting. Hurricane Hillary, huh? I'm sure they're like, oh, because whoever named it's Hillary or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. And yeah, the book, right? Okay, the book that came out that you were talking about, Miss Anonymous. The book that came out directly after the fires, and it trying to blame it all on climate change. Oh, did I already show that? Here comes my mom. See, Mom, you've got good information. Get up on the panel with me. I always want to record me and my mom's conversations because me and my mom, like, seriously go deep. We talk about all kinds of stuff. And my mom is like, she's very intuitive as well. My mom, like, picks up, and she does research too, actually. My mom be out there. She'd be doing her own hours and hours of research. But if anyone wants to get on here, let me see if I can reshare the link. I don't know. If you can't click the link, just, it should have been pinned at the top. It should be pinned at the top. But anyway, here's the link. If anybody wants to come on here, I would love that. And we can all get down and hang out and chat it out. I also noticed some subtleties, some nuances in the words being said, right? By one of the FEMA workers. They said, this disaster is reminiscent of 9/11. And I thought, why would you compare it to 9/11? I mean, 9/11 was extremely devastating. There were, like, what, over 3,000 people dead? So yeah, are you trying to say, like, estimated what all the missing people are? They're probably they're probably toast. Sorry to say. And how many of these kids got taken out of there? I just want to know. We all need to keep demanding, like, what happened to these kids? 8-8 Lionsgate, too. It happened on 8-8. 8-8 Lionsgate. That's kind of crazy. It was a major sacrifice, a mass sacrifice on 8-8 Lionsgate. All right, somebody get up on here because I want to test this out. Mom, get on. Let's go. Who wants to get on here with me? You don't have to even show your face if you don't want. Yes, this is exactly what I was saying. I'm all like hyped up. Where's some of the other things I wanted to search? Let's see. Yeah, there were actually like, here, let's see. Where's my downloads? Is no one going to get on here with me, you guys? Come on. Someone get on here. We need to test drive this. We need to test drive the spaceship. Get up on here. We're in the spaceship. We're in the Merkaba. I've got a crystal grid around this Merkaba. We are totally safe in here. Okay. Click the link that I posted in the comments. Hop on here. You don't have to show your face, even if you don't want. You can just have your microphone on and not your camera. And we'll guide you if you don't know what to do. So just, okay, grab that link and probably open another tab. You might want to open another tab and then put that link. Actually, you might not even need to open another tab. Maybe just search it in the tab that you're in. Search the link, and then it should take you right to StreamYard, and then you will pop up as a guest, and I can add you to the stream. I guess I can look up some of these other articles. This one says the U.S. military is drooling. Directed energy weapons are coming. Article from the National Defense University Press, the premier professional military and academic publishing house. Oh, that's fine. Okay. If you don't have to come on if you have anything going on that impedes your ability to talk. Tammy, you're going to try to get on. Mom's trying to figure it out. Miss Anonymous, I'd love to have you. I'm not trying to put you guys on the spot, but let's do this. Let's figure out this live panel situation because I want to host live panels a lot more in the future. I think I would like to have a call-in show. If anyone else is watching this right now or happens to come across this and wants to jump on with me. Oh, there's my mom. There we go. Ooh, cool. It's like kick from studio. Ban from studio. Devices not connected. Mom, I think you have to like turn on your. Hello. The U.S. military is ruling. Directed energy weapons are coming. Article what's going on here? National Defense University Press, the premier professional military and academic publishing house. Okay, now. Oh, that's fine. Okay, if you don't have to come on if you have anything going on that impedes your ability. Is it echoing for you guys? Sorry, I had to remove you. I don't know what's going on here. Having issues? Wait. Let me remove that. Let me stop that one. Turn that down. To come across this and wants to. Oh. Maybe it's not going to work. I don't know. That's okay. Just bear with me for a second because I've never done this before, so I don't know how to do this. I'm probably going to have to I edit this part out of the video later, but that's fine. We're just hanging out now. Anyone that wants to watch the beginning of the live and get into the little nitty gritty, go for it. Hold on. Let me see about editing. Echo cancellation. Okay. Oh, my mom left. Anything going on that?
Can you see me?
Is it echoing for you guys? I had to remove you. What's going on here?
Having issues.
But it's for some reason like echoing on my end.
That. Stop that one.
So that's weird.
To come across this and wants to. Oh.
Hold on one sec. Let's see. Having issues?
Ah,
oh, it wants
maybe
me to,
it's not going to work. I don't know.
I'm going to remove you again.
It's okay. Just bear with me for a second.
Can you see?
Crap. I could see you. Hold on one sec now. I have no idea why it's doing that. That's frustrating. Who's techie? I need help. Let's see. Settings, audio. Okay. Default. Recording guests. Okay. Should be working, but it's not. Maybe I need headphones.
It's for some reason like echoing on my
Now
end.
I can see you and me.
I see you. I'm just getting a weird echo.
So that's weird.
I lost the echo, but we're getting there.
It's
Maybe
weird. It's like I can hear a delay of everything that we're saying, but it's very low.
Maybe.
It's okay. Just bear with me for a second.
Everybody shut off their background stuff.
Hold on one sec now.
I shouldn't have to.
It's weird because
that's frustrating.
Have to.
Who's techie? I need help.
Well, maybe I have to figure this out for next time. Darn, I wanted to be able to do that. That sucks. That's not going to work. Sorry, Tammy. Love you. We'll have to do it next time. Damn, I want to have a live panel. Okay, well, I'm going to get the kinks ironed out, and maybe someone that's more techie can help me out and figure out why there's an echo on my end, because I simply can't operate like that unless I can like plug in my headphones. Can I? No, I already have the microphone in. Maybe if I Bluetooth headphones. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I'm not the techiest person out there. Okay. You hear a delay? Yeah. You're not hearing a delay now though, right? Yeah, I probably need to get headphones. Well, okay. I'll stop repeating myself, but we'll work out the kinks on that. And then I will have live panels in the future. And if you guys want to prepare more in the future to come on with me, we'll do that. And that would have been really, really fun tonight. All right. So anyway, I guess I'll end this live. I just really had to come on here and read you all of that information because I'm sick of people saying that it's impossible that this could be an attack. This is a genocide, and it's 100%. This is an attack on our freedom, y'all. So keep fighting for the truth. Okay. Keep standing up for what's right. Don't let the powers that be gaslight you and sway you from what you feel to be true inside yourself. Do that research, think for yourselves. I know you guys do, because if you're here, I already know you do. Like, I think people need to get righteously angry. I think we need some righteous anger. I think the people need to get up and they need to get mad in Maui. They need to demand answers. We need to demand transparency from the government. They are meant to serve us, not vice versa. But it's not like that. Yes, happy to do the research. It's what I love to do. I love to, I live for it. So I spend hours and hours of my time doing this research so I can bring this information and at least, back my talk with my walk. Okay. I love you guys so much. Please pray for Maui. Thank you. Yay. I love you, Tam. Thanks for trying. We'll try next time again. We'll get it down. I probably just need to get some good headphones. I'm still just working with, I've got the camera on my laptop, which is not the highest quality. It's not terrible either. And thank you guys all for coming. Thank you for my returning subscribers. I love you guys all so much. Please do not forget to go down if you are new here and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button if you want to be notified every time I upload. And I'm going to keep covering this Maui. I'm going to keep covering the Maui fires. I'm going to keep, I'll probably do another live tomorrow because I do want to do one probably every day this weekend, but I'm going to do another one tomorrow and I'll probably spend the day getting video footage ready and stuff like that. This one was a little bit more into the less visuals this time, I guess. Sorry for that. I like to have a lot of visuals. Okay. But I just saw 1, 1, 1, 2, 2 angel numbers. We've got to be a voice for the voiceless, you guys. We've got to really honestly stick together right now and stand up for what is just and what is right before it is too late, because I fear that we are under hostile takeover. Okay? It's subtle, but it's not, though. Love and light to you all as well. Infinite blessings upon you. May everyone realize the divinity that lies within. Treat everyone around you. Treat everyone with respect. Everyone, because everyone essentially, we're all one. Even the effers. Okay, we're all one. And even if you don't like or appreciate the quality of someone's energy, because they're shit, love them anyway by just accepting that they're part of the divine. It's all part of the divine, okay? Even the dark ones, I hate to say it is all one. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't mean that there isn't karmic implications for doing dark and evil deeds, right? There definitely is. But I'm just saying, there's oneness. So try not to have fear. Don't have fear. Respect. We'll try the panel for sure. I'm going to go do some research right now after I get off of here and try to figure out what went wrong. And I will open up panel again tomorrow. And I would love to figure out how to be able to do a call-in show, because that's kind of actually maybe, I think people like that. They don't have to show their face and stuff too. You can call in, can just voice your opinion. And I would love to do that. So where are the children? We want to know. We're demanding answers. That's probably going to be the subject of my live tomorrow. I'm going to go find some other evidence, some clues, and we will regroup back here again, y'all. I love you all. You're my vibe and you're my tribe. If you're here, if you're interested, check out the membership section. You got little special perks for the lower memberships, and I am going to be finding ways in the near future to make higher paying memberships super worthwhile. And if I make any money on lives that are about, if you guys donate any super chats, or if anyone wants to donate during my lives to me, I will donate any of the money that I make during my lives about the fires, excuse me, about the Maui attack, the Maui massacre, we'll call it Maui Massacre Inferno. That's okay, Mom, because I couldn't figure it out. That was sad. I tried. We tried. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for wanting to come on. So I'll donate any money that anyone donates while I do these videos on this, while I cover this story. I'll donate it to the victims of the fires. Okay, I promise that. And I will put links in the description, in the comment section, for where you guys can donate. Lahaina Fire Fund. And then there's also I think it was the Civil Beat, I think, had a list of different organizations, charities, food banks, Humane Society, things like that. Because we really do want to donate to people directly. And we don't want to give any more money to FEMA. They don't need it. They're already on 5-star vacations. Get out of your hotel rooms, get on the ground, go in your tent, get your little tents, move out your hotel rooms, go pick somebody off the street that's suffering, that lost their homes, and why don't you give them your room for the rest of your stay? You can go ahead and just stay in a tent, and that would be a really great display of your generous, giving, and caring nature, as you're supposed to be. The emergency or whatever disaster, whatever you guys are, federal emergency hanging out in hotel rooms, having a grand old time. Give it up. Give me my soapbox, my freaking megaphone. Take me to Hawaii. Somebody please just get me a ticket to Hawaii. I'll find a babysitter for my animals. I'm gonna go with my megaphone and ask these guys what they're doing. Like, yeah, the party's up there. Whoop, whoop. Okay, invite us in. I'm trying to get me some continental breakfast up in here. Come on, where's the accommodations? Oh, you got a little jacuzzi? You got a jacuzzi bath? What's up? I'm sure some of these people that lost their homes could use a nice shower, a hot meal. So where's the humanity? The people will be helping each other. Say prayers for, everywhere else that's burning right now as well. Other people feel like they're probably under attack. Canada's burning. People's homes have burned. Washington's burning. It's burning in Oregon, California, all over the West Coast. Don't let what happened to the people of Paradise happen to the people of Maui. It's time to wake up, people. I love you all so much. Till next time, I'm the Spiritual Genie. Stay rising, soul family. We'll be back soon. Tomorrow. Stay tuned. Love you. Love you, Lahaina. Ohana. Ohana means family. And we don't leave anyone behind. So we're going to talk about those kids until we get answers. And just in case you thought I was going to leave, I'm not. Because I'm not going to let it go. And I want to just have one last thing to say. Because it is Ohana, and Ohana is family, and we are not going to just let, even if those children perished or whatever happened to them, we're going to find out. And we're going to find out the truth. And we're going to keep digging until we get there. Down, down, down the rabbit hole we go. Where it leads, nobody knows.